All right. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go over who's who in the market center so you know exactly who you need to talk to at any point in time. At the
Mhm.
end of the day, you can always reach out to Charles, myself, or Keaton because I know you're really close to Keaton too. So any one of us, and we definitely can help you out at any point in time. But I'm just going to kind of give you the layout of the land.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go over a couple websites that you're going to start getting into, a couple KW websites. I'm going to give you homework to complete. And then we're going to bring you back in for orientation part 2. We can't do orientation part 2 until you do complete the homework. So I do want you to be aware of that. The
Okay.
quicker you finish the homework, the quicker we can get you back in and just kind of rolling with everything. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
Awesome. So we're going to start on this front page. So I did see that you got your license moving with Dora. Have you seen it get approved yet?
Oh, yes, yes. I got it approved and yesterday I was able to access the like digital version of it. I forgot to email it to you and I was just going to email it to you at the same time I sent my headshot so you don't get like 4 separate emails, or I can email that to you now, whatever is
No,
easiest.
no, you're good. Email it when you can email everything. That doesn't bother me whatsoever. So, awesome. I'm really glad that you got your license approved. Typically, what I tell people to do next is I'm going to have you click on the Denver Metro Association of Realtors. So
Oh,
typically, this is what you would sign up for next. This is your Realtor Association Board. So as of right now, because you're not a part of this association board, you can't say that you're a realtor. So
mhm.
this association is what owns kind of that verbiage. And so if you become as part of the association board, you do get the opportunity to say that you're a realtor. As of right now, you're a real estate agent. Other
Mhm.
things that you get with this membership is you get discounts to other things like the MLS, CTME
Oh,
contracts, different pieces like that. They also send you marketing trends and keep you updated with different pieces, as well as class and education. They send you CE credited classes that you can take. And if you become a DMAR member, you get some of those classes for free. If you're not a member, you can't get any of those classes for free. So there's just different pieces to it. So yeah, that's what you'll do. You'll hover over membership and then you'll become a DMAR realtor. There is a fee associated with this. So I don't tell people that you have to sign up for it. At some point in time, you do need to sign up for it. It's something that we require here at KW for you to be a part of this association board. It is like an $800 fee yearly. So I do let people pick and choose when they want to sign up for it.
yeah.
I do get a notification over a period of time if you haven't signed up for it, and I will remind you about it. So again, I'm not a huge fuss about this. I'm not going to hound
Okay.
you about it, but at some point in time, definitely get signed up for this. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I was looking at it and saw the rates and I was like, um honestly, I was just waiting to hear back from a job before I
Yeah,
'cause yeah, I was like,
it's
ooh,
a hefty fee. I'm totally with you.
yeah.
They used to break it up in different payments, so you can definitely give them a call and see if they're still doing that, where I think they break it up to like 3 payments or 2 payments,
Oh,
something like
that'd
that.
be kinda nice. Yeah.
It is nice. That's how me and my husband do it for our license. So we do break it up
Okay.
into payments. And I don't
Okay.
know if they said they got rid of that this year, but I would just call them and check because it is a hefty fee, and I don't blame you. I like to take it in payments too.
Yeah, yeah, it kinda got me because like the test to take the test was only like $50, and then to get a license it was like $500, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's how they get you. Because I have my nursing license. I'm a nurse, so like
Okay.
my nursing test was like 200, and to get my license was like 300, I think, and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, like this is so much cheaper. Then I was like, Dora, they get you.
They totally get you. And yeah, no, and they when COVID hit, it was crazy. They dropped their fees down to $5. It
Are you
was
serious?
insane during COVID.
Wow.
And so like all these people rushed in and started getting their license and everything. And then
Yeah.
when it jumped up to 485, people were like, "Are you serious?" And I was like, "I know, I can't do anything about it. It
Yeah.
sucks."
Oh, before I forget, I'm sorry. I keep meaning to ask. I meant to ask Bria this yesterday when I saw her, but I keep forgetting. So my license, it says I have to renew it the end of this year too, and
Correct.
then it'll switch to it. Do I have to do the like 24 hours of continuing education this year or no?
No.
Like I just did the school.
No, so since you just did the school, what they do is they give you the first year for free to determine if you want to be a real estate agent. just because you're going to find out the renewal fee is pretty hefty too. I think it's around $400.
Yeah.
So they give you this first year you don't have to worry about any continuing education, any ACUs, anything like that. Truly just getting to know your license this year is the biggest deal. And then the only class that you're required to take this year is when you sign up for this association board, you'll have to take this ethics and orientation class. And it is, I think, either free or $20 to take it.
Okay.
That is the only class that you're required to take.
Okay. Sounds good. Cool.
Awesome.
Thank you. I was like, I need to ask someone that before I keep forgetting.
You're good. It's something that we were going to discuss today. So I love that you're asking questions. It's awesome. So we're going to exit out of this. And if you want, I'm going to have you bookmark this. I don't know if you're a bookmark person. If you're not, that's totally fine. I do suggest bookmark it. It just makes your life easier to find it.
I've actually already added stuff into like a little folder for book.
I love it. I'm either a folder person, bookmark it, or like star it, where I'm like, I'm not going to remember this at all. So
yes. Yep.
Awesome. We'll exit from this tab and we'll go back to the slideshow.
Okay.
Perfect. So typically what I tell people to sign up for next after you sign up for DMAR, and the only reason why I tell you to do it in this order is because DMAR does get you discounts to the other things that we're going to discuss today. So I typically say to sign up for RE Colorado next. RE Colorado is our MLS system. So it's the system that you're going to use to input your listings when you do have those potential sellers so that other people can see your listings. And then it is the place that you're going to go find listings for those potential buyers. So RE Colorado is a website you're going to get very familiar with very quickly, just because it is where you're going to do majority of your work for your buyer sellers. So biggest thing about RE Colorado is you don't have to register for it right away if you don't want to. I'm going to show you Command today, and Command has the ability to do the different pieces that RE Colorado has the ability to do. And so I don't tell people to sign up for it because you do have another way around it. And it is a monthly fee that, again, just takes a toll after a while. It's about $30 a month with discount from RE Colorado, I'm sorry, they raised their fees. Of course they did. It's about $50 a month with the discount from DMAR, and I think it's around $70 without the discount.
Wow. Okay. $50. Okay.
And so what you'll do is when you do come in here to register, you're going to go to that tab where it says for professionals and hover over it. Our faces might be on it.
Oh, yes. I was like, move it over here. Okay.
And you'll hit RE Colorado Professionals. And then down below it says join RE Colorado in yellow. You'll just click that and then you'll go through the process to join. If you do need help with this application fee, let me know. Application in general, let me know. I'm definitely here to help. I've done a couple of these. Same thing with DMAR. DMAR can get confusing sometimes too. So if you do have questions, don't be afraid to reach out. Okay.
Thank you.
Awesome. If you want, I'm going to have you bookmark this page too. It is going to be a website you use very often. Awesome. We'll exit from this tab when you get a second. We'll go back to the slideshow.
I don't know if I think it's like covering right where I need to click, but that's okay. I'll just move back. Isn't
that the worst?
Oh, there it is. Okay.
It's the hardest part about Zoom sharing. It's just like, I just want to do this one thing.
I know.
Awesome. The next website I'm going to talk about is CTME contracts. Again, I do typically tell people to wait on signing up for this, and I tell people to wait until you actually have a buyer or seller. This is the website you're going to use to write contracts online. Until you have a buyer or seller, you're really not going to be writing contracts. You will take contract classes where you'll kind of take notes of how you're going to write the contract. That being said, we'll print up the contract for you. So you'll have print up versions of it so that you don't have to pay for this website as of right now. And I do like people to wait because they give you the first month for free. And I like you to take advantage of that first free month.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
How much is it afterwards? Do you know? Is it
I believe it's around either $38 or around that $45 mark with the DMAR discount. I don't know what it is without the DMAR discount.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I'm just writing everything down just so I can get everything.
No problem, no problem at all. And then they do have training on how to best work this website. I do find that you should take the training on this website just because this website is by far the most confusing website I've ever worked in my entire life, like in my entire life. And so they have beginner training, intermediate training, and advanced training. And I think all of them are really great. The best one I think is the beginner one, just to get you started off. I don't think you need to do all of them at once. At any point in time. Again, you get discounts if you are a member of CTM. So if you want, you can wait to do the training until you sign up for CTM.
Oh,
Again, completely up to you, but I do find the training just a lot easier for you to learn how to navigate because they have buttons in weird spots where you don't think a button should be, and
oh,
just different pieces like that.
okay. Okay.
Awesome.
Cool.
Perfect. We'll exit from this tab, or if you want, I'll give you a chance to bookmark it. It is
Okay.
something that you're going to be in once you do get those buyers and sellers quite often. It's where you're going to write all your contracts.
Okay.
Perfect. Awesome. Last website I'm going to talk about is Broker Bay. Broker Bay is the best because it doesn't have a fee associated with it, which is awesome. All these fees that you've been hearing. Broker Bay is the system that we use. So when you get a seller, you put that listing onto the MLS, and then what happens is buyer brokers schedule times to go see that listing. Broker Bay is the system we use to schedule those so that you're not fielding phone calls all day and be like, oh yeah, it's available 9 to whatever. They do it for you so that you don't have to worry about the hassle of doing it. It is free. And again, you won't sign up for this one until you have a listing to have Broker Bay be utilized.
Yeah.
And once you sign up for RE Colorado, it kind of already does part of the sign up for Broker Bay for you. And then you just have to finalize a couple pieces, and I'll show you how to do that.
Okay.
Awesome. Any questions about any of the websites that you and I just went over?
No, I don't think so. Not yet, at least. So.
Not as of right now. And
Yeah,
you
not
want
as
more
of right now.
questions like RE Colorado, how to find listings, different pieces like that. There are some quirks to it. They do have some training videos on it. I found it useful to actually just sit down with somebody to go over it. Bria should be able to do that with you. If
Okay.
she doesn't, I should be able to show you a couple things. And then we also have tech support. So we do have somebody that's literally dedicated to show you websites and different pieces like that. So you have multiple people in your corner to help you navigate these websites.
Thank you. Yeah, I think he sent an email to me. I don't remember his name, but I got an email saying like, this is your tech person if you need anything. So
Yeah, Chris, he'll be your tech person, and we're gonna go over all those people too in a second.
Cool. All right. Close out of it.
Awesome. Yep, we'll exit from this tab and we'll go back to the orientation. Now I'm gonna have you click that red KW. And then we're gonna just go top to bottom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we'll hit K-Wave leadership first. I'm gonna have you click on anybody's face.
Oh,
Awesome. Kevin Wilson, he's our operating principal. For lack of a better term, he's the majority owner of the office. So we have multiple investors in the office. He's just the majority shareholder. So you're going to hear him speak at team meetings. Like I think you were on Team Rally this Wednesday, and he kind of popped his head in and spoke a little bit. You'll see him time and time again on different meetings, just giving you updates about the real estate industry, what's going on with different things, as well as he's a CPA. So we do have him come and advise you guys about taxes going forward, because it is a different world moving your taxes, especially being from the nursing world to being a 1099 associated now. So he's going to teach you different things about how to save receipts so that you can get tax deductions and different pieces like that.
that's
As
helpful.
well as he does majority of his business in the mountains. So when you do have a mountain property that you're dealing with, we will move you in his direction just because there's sewers and septic and well and all that stuff. So he'll kind of help you navigate the waters of that.
Cool.
Awesome. We'll hit that orientation button in the top right, and then we'll click on somebody else's face. Chris, the individual that reached out to you, yes, he is my husband. So
Oh.
if ever doesn't get back to you, you let me know. I'll But yes, he is tech support. So I just showed you 4 websites just a minute ago, and yes, they will be hard to navigate. And I'm going to show you an additional 3 websites with KW. And when you have beaten your head against the wall and don't know what to do anymore, he is tech support. He will help you navigate any one of those websites, as well as I'm going to show you a couple apps, and he's going to help you navigate those apps as well. So after you and I finish orientation, I'm going to make sure that you get on his calendar, one, so that you meet him and everything and get acclimated with using him. And then he'll also run through a couple things with you.
Cool.
Perfect. We'll hit that orientation button again and just click on anybody else's face. Margaret, she is our other productivity coach in our office. So you're going to see her and Bria work together quite often. I know you mentioned Bria earlier. Did you decide to join her coaching program?
Yeah, yesterday I did. Mhm.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great. She's going to be your best friend moving forward. Like when
Yeah.
in doubt, call Bria. That's what I would think about all the time. But she'll also get interacted with Margaret. She's going to teach you different things, but your main coach will be Bria moving forward. But truly their goal is to get you into production as quickly as possible.
Sweet.
Perfect. We'll hit that orientation button.
Okay.
Awesome. Robert Isabel. I will make sure that when you do come into the office, I do introduce you to him. He's our managing broker or employing broker, whichever term you're more familiar with, but he's whose license you're underneath. So when it comes to being compliant with the state, lawsuits, anything like that, he's going to be your direct form of contact, because when your license is on the line, his license is on the line. So he's going to make sure that both of you come out happy, as well as he does ride along. So if you want to get that in-person feel, I'm sure Keaton will do that for you. But if you want to get somebody else's opinion, he will take you to closings or showings or anything like that to kind of give you that in-person idea of what he would do in the situation, so that you get kind of that,
Okay.
front to front look. I don't know what I was going to go with right there.
Yeah, no, I hear you saying. Yeah, when I first met with Charles to like sign the paperwork and stuff like that, I met him. So
Awesome. That's great. That's
Mhm.
great. He's awesome and he's so friendly. He's like I know this is going to sound bad and don't tell him I said this, but he's like everybody's grandpa, where you're just like really comfortable with him. And he's also like that Italian grandpa that like say weird stuff that you're like, Grandpa, I don't think you should be saying that.
That's funny.
But don't tell him I said that, because I
Oh.
always comment on his age and he always comments on my age, like ageism thing. So
You're like, this is a one-way street. This is a one-way street.
exactly. But yeah, and Keaton will do the same thing. She'll kind of take you on listing appointments and different pieces like that. I think that's a great part of knowing somebody already in the industry. She'll be really helpful as well.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool. All right, this one.
Maria, who you already met, again, like I said, she's going to be your best friend. When you're can't figure out how to do something, I would call Bria. Like when in doubt, call Bria. If you're not able to get a hold of her, definitely get in touch with me. I'll definitely help you as well. I mean, anybody will help you, but she's going to be your best friend. She's going to be helping you with getting leads and converting leads to clients and helping you with those contracts and getting you open house opportunities and different pieces like that.
Awesome.
Perfect. We'll hit that orientation button. Oh, that works. We needed to go to him next anyways. It's like a slideshow. So when you scroll, like go through the slideshow.
I see.
Charles, he's our team leader. You've already met him. He's like, if we were a big football team, he'd be the captain. He's going to be the one kind of letting you know about different things, changes in office, different stuff like that. He also does different training. So he teaches classes, he consults as well. So if you ever want to pick his brain, you can sit down with him one-on-one and he will consult you on whatever you want, whether it's fix and flips, investment properties, any pieces like that. He has built his majority of his business off of fix and flips. So he is very versed in those areas, as well as he does all the hiring to the office. So if you do know anybody getting into real estate already in real estate that's looking for a change, you can get them in touch with Charles and he'll kind of let them know about our office and see if it's a good fit for them.
Cool.
Perfect.
And there's you.
Last but not least, definitely the coolest person in here. Just kidding. I'm the market center administrator, so I'm basically like the office manager. Any questions about trainings, where you need to be for any kind of event that we're having, I'm going to be your go-to person. And when in doubt, if you don't know who you're supposed to be talking to, I'm a definitely go-to person. I'll either help you with the question or I'll put you in the direction of where you need to be. I also handle all the financials for the office. So if you do have questions about your office bill, like your startup fee or your monthly office bill moving forward or your commission, I'm going to be your go-to gal for that as well.
Cool.
Perfect. Any questions about any of these individuals that we've talked about so far?
Nope, I don't think so.
Perfect. We'll hit that orientation button and then we'll move to the Agent Leadership Council. Our Agent Leadership Council, or ALC, you're going to hear both terms, is comprised of our top 20% that all are in charge of different committees that kind of bring you opportunities. We're going to just click on everybody and go over their committees. So with each committee, I do want to mention that you have the option to join their committee and help them plan the different things that they do in their committee. So I just want you to keep that in mind. It definitely gets you more interactive within the office, and as well as it gives you more opportunity moving forward. So Amanda Reeder, she's part of our Strategic Alliance Committee. She's part one of it. Basically, what she does is she interacts with different communities like Old Town Arvada, Westminster, and ensures that we're a part of their different events that they're having, like their kite festivals and their trick or treat street and different pieces like that, so that we have a booth at those events. And then what she does is she turns around and gives those booth opportunities to you guys as agents. So you get the opportunity to go work that booth, and then any lead that you get from working that booth is your lead to take home. You don't have to bring it back and share it with anybody. It's 100% yours. You did the activity, you get the work.
Nice. Great. Cool.
Heidi Bertoni, she's in charge of our culture committee. What she does is she partners with the office to put on different events like client events. What you're going to find out is you're going to want to meet your friends and family in a non-hostile real estate environment sometimes, like a breakfast with Santa or an Easter egg hunt or something like that. She helps put on those events so that you can invite your friends and families to those events and kind of be able to talk to them without being like real estate, real estate, real estate. They're going to an Easter egg hunt and it's naturally going to come up because they're going to be like, oh, who put on this event? Oh, my real estate office put on this event. And then you're going to get in that perfect conversation with them. She also helps plan all the happy hours. So we just had a happy hour for St. Patrick's Day. We have different bowling nights that we do, and just other pieces like that, so that you can get to know the other agents in the office, because you guys are all going through the same thing. And so if you guys can share ideas and interact with one another, it's really helpful.
Yeah. Yeah, I went to the young professional
Happy hour?
this past Wednesday, and it was really cool to meet everybody. And I met
That's awesome.
Erica, who's also like a month into, and she has a full-time career also. So it was nice to like meet someone like in the same shoes. So
Right. Erica's awesome. She's a lawyer.
yeah.
She's the first lawyer I've met that got into real estate. So I'm definitely curious how she's gonna do with it all and everything. But she's so awesome, so sweet. Perfect. Debbie DeWitt, she's in charge of our growth committee. So her committee's all around profit share. Has anybody talked to you about profit share yet?
No, I don't think so.
Awesome. So profit share is our passive wealth opportunity that we have within Keller Williams. When you join KW, what happens is you become what we call a shareholder with no investment. So what we mean by that is you have the opportunity to create passive wealth. So when you got in and you signed your paperwork, what you had to do was you had to name a sponsor, and you named Keaton. So what you said was Keaton was the reason that you came over to KW in the end. And so what will happen is once you start getting in production, we collect company dollar because we're on a 70-30 split. And with that company dollar, once we collect for the month, we pay our expenses, and that remaining amount, we take a 45% of owner profit, and that remaining 55%, we actually give back to you guys as agents. One, to tell you thank you for growing our office. So what you have the opportunity to do is you have the opportunity to tell people about KW. If you love your KW experience, you don't have to do it. So if you do love KW in the end and you do know somebody getting into real estate or in real estate already, you can tell them about KW. And if they do do decide to come over, they have the opportunity to name you as their sponsor. And so when they do start getting in production, you will receive money back from KW, just as a way, again, to say thank you for helping grow the office. And so it is a passive wealth thing. You're not on the hook to make sure people get into the office or anything like that. It's just another way to make money if you would like.
Okay, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, and so she's in charge of that whole committee, and so she holds different meetings to kind of tell you more about profit share. If that is something that you want to get more into, she'll help you kind of navigate how to do it and pieces like that.
Okay, cool.
Awesome. Ryan Heckenberg, he's part 2 of our Strategic Alliance Committee. What he does is he partners with the office to help build the education training calendar. So if there's ever classes that you're not seeing on our training calendar or anything like that that you would like to see, definitely let him or I know, and we'll definitely get them on the calendar for you. Our goal is to make sure that you have a well-rounded education when it comes to real estate and you're constantly learning. So if there's ever anything that you want to learn about, whether it's commercial, luxury, fix and flips, investment properties, let us know. We're here for you.
Okay, cool.
Last but not least, Jordan Kessler. He's in charge of our agent advocate committee. So if there's something that you're not getting from KW that we promise to you, you can definitely tell him or I, and we'll kind of make sure that we get it done for you. I mean, at the end of the day, this is your career. And if you're not getting what you need for your career, we want to make sure that we change it so that you do. So last year, a lot of agents mentioned to us that they wanted to do more charity events. So we put on a charity golf tournament. So if there's ever anything that you want to start tapping into, whether it's you want to see more about luxury or new homes or anything like that, we're going to be able to open that door for you.
Awesome.
Perfect. Any questions about any of these individuals or anything at all?
No, nothing really.
Awesome. Like I said, you do have the opportunity to join in on their committees and help plan the different things that they do and or participate in any of the events that they have.
Yeah, it's crazy how many different things there are.
And it's so overwhelming, but just take it piece by piece. And again, me and Bria are going to really help you kind of take it down and chunk it down so that you can start tapping in. I love that you joined the young professionals. It's one of the groups I'm a part of too. I didn't go because I just had a baby. And so I've been kind of lazy lately. Oh, thank you. I've been so lazy. Like, again, showering today, I was like, it's a question mark.
Well, you're not lazy. You just birthed the human, so you're not lazy. Like, you're fine. Don't say you're lazy.
I went into the office on Wednesday and it was like the first time I got ready in like a month. And it was just like, I got there and I was so excited to see everybody, but I was so tired from getting ready and being with my baby that I was just sitting there like people were talking to me and I'm like, yeah. But yeah, exactly. But the young professionals, that's a super fun group. And Taylor, I don't know if you met Taylor Vonderak. She's the head of that community. And so she'll kind of send you different things about events that she's attending. Because sometimes the events don't involve KW. Sometimes it's going to a DMAR event or something like that.
Yeah, she was really nice. So it was cool to meet people.
Perfect. Yeah, we're going to do vendor partners next. Sorry to totally go
No,
off.
you're good. You're good.
We have 3 affiliates that sublease out of our office. These are our 3 vendor partners. Again, you can click on their faces and it'll kind of tell you who they are and what they do. So Andrea Kwame, if she hasn't already, she typically reaches out to you via email. I do highly suggest that you schedule a time to meet with her. She is in charge of the sales position at Land Title, and they just have different things that they can give to you, like marketing material that you can start putting on Facebook or marketing material that you can start sending out to your clients. Again, their stuff that they have is a plethora. So definitely get in touch with her. She'll let you know what the different pieces are and how it can be useful to your business. Can you still hear me? My microphone popped up and said that it's kind of working. I just want to
I hear you just fine. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. David Fear, he's in charge of our insurance company that we have within the office. He'll stop in different meetings and kind of just keep you updated on the insurance world. Like this past year, insurance rates went up. So he's going to let you know what the changes are to those insurance rates so that you can turn around and let your clients know about it. He also gives you different tips like, hey guys, it's hail season. You might want to make sure that you're covered so that you can turn around and make sure that your clients are covered. He's right now in Hawaii on vacation. So if he hasn't reached out to you, he will when he gets back. I know it's spring break for everybody, but he'll kind of give you different ideas of what he start providing for your clients.
Okay.
Awesome. Mitch Friedman, he is the branch manager for CMG Home Loans. So he's a mortgage officer. So when you do start getting potential buyers, this is somebody that you can refer them to get qualified for a mortgage. Again, he should be reaching out to you. He is on vacation as well, and should be back this week. So he'll kind of reach out and introduce himself, and then he will stop by at meetings to kind of give you updates about mortgage rates and where things are going and what they're predicting to see and pieces like that. Again, just another resource. You're not required to use any of our vendor partners. They're just an option for you. I do highly suggest that if you have a friend or family member that says they're a mortgage officer, to use them first. At the end of the day, when you start referring clients to them, they're going to do the same for you. So it's super important to honor the relationships you have. And if you don't have any relationships, definitely use ours. We're going to bring in different vendor partners to meetings so that you meet more people as well.
Okay.
Perfect. Any questions about any of these vendor partners?
No, I don't think so. Not
Awesome.
yet, at least.
We'll hit that orientation button, and then we're going to do KW policies. So I sent you an office policy manual in that first welcome to Keller Williams email. Did you see it?
Yes, I also like read through, not word by word, but I read through
The
most of it.
gist.
Yes, I read through most of it.
Awesome. That's great. Typically people are like, yeah, I saw it, but I did not read it. I'm like, it's okay. Most people don't read it. When you do get an opportunity, I always tell people to definitely give it a read through or brush through like you already have, just because it does give you information about the policies and procedures within the office. That being said, if you're not a reader like I am, like I read stuff and I automatically fall asleep. So if you're like me, you can always reach out to me. I have read the office policy manual a couple times and I do know the policies and procedures. So you can reach out to me and I'll give you the policy. And then I'll also refer to the page number so you can go directly to that page number and read about the policy.
Okay.
CE credits, like you and I discussed earlier, your license expires December 31st, 2023. In this first 7 months or whatever it is, you don't have to worry about any CE or continuing education classes. You don't have to worry about the annual commission update. The only class that you have to worry about taking is when you sign up for DMAR, you need to take that ethics and orientation class. That's it. When you renew your license in December, I'm going to send you an email in December letting you know your license is up for renewal. And the process it will take to renew your license. And then as well as I'm going to tell you the different classes that you're going to need to start signing up for. Because once you renew your license in December, your license is going to go for 3 years. In that 3-year time period, you have to get a total of 24 CU credits, like you were saying. 12 of those have to be the annual commission update. So I'm going to give you an idea of what you're going to be taking. I'm also going to give you references to different online resources where you can take CE credits. That being said, it's super easy to get CE credits. I put free CE credits on my calendar all the time. I do suggest in this first year, don't take any CE credits that cost. If you see one that's free, I do highly suggest you take those classes because they are very informational. But if you see one with the cost on it, don't spend the money this year. You're going to have to spend the money at some point and just don't waste it on this first year because you will be able to take it at some point in time.
Okay.
Awesome. Since you're a licensee under 2 years, you do have to get all your contracts reviewed before you can submit them to any client for signature. Bria, this is something that she offers in her coaching program. So when you do get that person that calls you up or texts you or whatever the case may be and says that they are looking to buy or sell, the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna call up Bria and you and her are gonna schedule a time to write those contracts up for those potential buyers and sellers. And then throughout the course, you're going to put a listing presentation together with her, a buyer presentation. So you're going to be prepared when those clients do come. And if it happens tomorrow, again, we'll be able to help you work through all of that.
Okay.
If you're unable to get hold of Bria, you do have other options when it comes to contract writing. Margaret, the other productivity coach, she's going to be in your corner. Charles, if you can't get a hold of Margaret, and Bob, if you can't get a hold of Charles. So you have plenty of people that are going to help you.
Okay.
I do require all new agents to take Ignite. Ignite is a series that we offer for you guys for free that basically takes you to from a beginning of a transaction to the very end of a transaction. So it goes over inspections, appraisals, and just other things that you just don't learn in real estate school. I do require it before you sign up for an open house opportunity. When it comes to open houses, I do want you to know the proper procedure so that when you work an open house, you leave there with leads. I have seen when people just go and try to work an open house, they leave the open house like, I don't know why I did that, because they don't know how to talk to the different people or say the right thing. So that Ignite series teaches you what to say so that you do have a good turnover rate. We aren't running Ignite in person right now, so I do have recordings. If you want, I can send you those recordings so you can get started on looking at those so that you can sign up for open houses right away.
Yeah, recordings would probably be best for me too anyway. So
Awesome. If I forget to send them to you, just remind me. I'm
okay.
very forgetful nowadays. So
No
just,
worries. No worries.
I will send them, I promise.
It's okay.
Bold reimbursement. So Bold is a class that KW International gives to you guys as an option to take. Basically, it is something that you have to pay for. So if you do decide to take Bold, let me know. I do have a reimbursement policy for it. The class is basically around getting you out of your comfort zone. A lot of the time people get into real estate and they're like, I would never door knock in a million years, or I never cold call in a million years. And they could be the best cold caller out there. So Bold is a class that kind of makes you cold call or makes you door knock and kind of gets you out of your comfort zone.
Okay.
I don't typically tell new agents to take this class just because, again, it does cost. And I don't want you to worry about anything that costs right now, as well as you're trying to figure out how you want to build your business. And I want you to kind of plant your feet before you decide to expand that. But if you do ever feel like you're getting complacent or anything like that, I think Bold is a great class because it will make you do things that you would have never done in the first place.
Okay. Cool.
Unpaid invoice policy. So like I was telling you, your startup fee isn't due till the end of April. And I will remind you near the end of April, and then you and I will have a phone call or meet in person and determine if you want to pay by check or card. If you do want to pay by card, I do keep that card on file. And then I'll just automatically run the payments on your card if you would like. That's what most people say. They're like, yeah, put it on my card. I'd rather
Yeah.
not have to worry about it.
I don't even have a checkbook. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how to write a check. So
You're good. I don't have a checkbook either. Another option you have is with your online baking, they can send a check automatically for you. So I know with the credit card, there is a transaction fee. And so it takes your monthly payment up a little bit. So if you're looking to avoid extra fees, you can do bill pay, and I can help you and show you how to set that up. And what they'll do is they'll just automatically send me a check. You won't have to worry about writing it or anything like that.
oh, okay. Okay, yeah, maybe that. Because I think bill pay sounds familiar. I feel like I've had to do that. I think I had to do that one time or something like that. So okay.
It's super convenient. It's like having like a credit card on file because you literally just have to schedule the payment, and once it's scheduled, it's done.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like I feel like when I lived when I was in college, I did rent through there or something like that. So okay.
Awesome. And then if you ever run into this, and again, if you do, let me know, and you're unable to pay your invoice or anything like that, just get in touch with me. I'm a very flexible individual. If something's going on, we can definitely work it out. If I haven't heard from you and you do have 3 months of unpaid office bills, I do remove you from our system. And the reason why is your office bill takes care of your E&O insurance. And if
Mhm.
you're not paying your E&O insurance, you shouldn't be practicing real estate.
Yeah, for sure. Cool.
Paperwork and compliance. So you do turn in your paperwork to the office so that we can keep track of it for 4 years for you. When you do have paperwork to turn in, you and I will sit down just like we are now. And I'm going to show you how to turn that paperwork in.
Okay.
Awesome. Any questions about any of the policies or procedures I talked about?
No, I don't think so.
Perfect. Probably come up more later. And if you
Yeah.
questions after this meeting that just start popping in your head, I do highly suggest to start an email and just word vomit questions out to me. I will
Okay.
answer any questions you have.
Okay. Sounds good.
Perfect. We're going to do KW events. So family reunion and mega camp, these are our two big conventions that we do within KW. So family reunions typically every February, mega camps every August, and we'll kind of bring it up in the office, let you know what the event is about. Once we get closer to each event, we just had family reunion. We're getting close to mega camp, kind of. I can't believe it's already March. But we'll let you know about these events. It is something that you have to travel to if you want to be a part of this convention. So there is a cost associated with it. But we'll let you know what those costs are and we'll let you know if there's discounts or anything like that. These events are really fun. We typically, like, I'll go to these events. And so you kind of get to see me in a non-work environment and I do drink on these events. So it becomes a lot of fun to get to know each other and everything like that.
Yeah.
KW Cares. KW Cares is our nonprofit that we have within KW. So if you are looking to get into nonprofits or anything like that, this is an avenue you can take. There are different things that you can sign up for to help with nonprofits, go into like these go to helping natural disasters. So we were able to send relief to Florida when that all went down and pieces like that. So if you are looking to get into more of that those items, KW Cares is something that you can get into. Red Day stands for Renew, Energize, and Donate. It's a day that happens every May. And what happens is KW closes their door for a day and we just give back to the community and we choose something different to give back to. And every office chooses something different to give back to so that we're giving back to multiple communities. It's just a really fun day where you just don't have to worry about real estate. We either are picking up trash on the side of the road or giving blood or anything like that.
Oh,
Awesome. Any questions about any of these things that I've talked about? You will be able to click on the picture to go to their website directly to kind of read up about any of family reunion, mega camp, or anything like that. Oh, except for that one, the website's broken. Sorry.
it's okay.
Awesome. All right. So typically this is where I give somebody a break if you want to go get water or go to the bathroom because I've already been talking your ear off before we jump into the websites.
I'm good if you're good. If you need a break.
I'm good.
Okay.
It's good.
Okay.
I did all that before I jumped on here.
Yeah, I'm good. So
Awesome. We're going to click on the KW websites. So there's 3 websites that we're going to go over. 2 of the websites I'm going to go through very quickly, just because you're not going to be in them as often as the last website I'm going to go over. The last website I'm going to go over, it's going to be the website that you're going to be in the most. It's going to be your CRM, your database, all of that fun stuff. It is the website that I'm going to give you homework for, and you will have to complete the homework before we can do the next orientation. So we're going to start from the bottom, from the top. I don't know why I did it like that, but that's how it happened. So this website, I don't want you to get very accoladed with this My KW website. And the reason why is it's getting shut off. At some point in time, it's not going to exist anymore. And right now it's a glorified link center that sends you to the 2 other websites. So if I do ever send you here, it's going to be something really quick where it's just an easier path to use this website. But at the end of the day, you're not going to be in here very often. Okay. Awesome. So I'm going to do a couple things in that website. Sorry, I'm going to have to. So I want you to click on marketing at the very top. And we're going to click on logos and branding when the website loads. And we're going to scroll down until you see a tiny search bar. It's like in the middle of the page. Awesome. Right there. You're going to type in the number 45.
Oh.
And then you're going to scroll to the bottom of the list. 3rd from the bottom, you're going to see Avenues Realty. And I want you to click download. What we're downloading is a zipper file with all of our Keller Williams Avenues logos in it. So this has to do with marketing. Moving forward, any marketing that you do, you have to have our logo associated with it. So if you make a Facebook post, if you have a flyer, you have business cards, all of it has to have our logo on it. Anything that is marketing you as a real estate agent has to have our logo that goes with it because your license is held with us. Make sense?
Oh, okay, cool.
So Yeah, and these logos have all like they're all kinds of logos. They're gray logos, white logos, red logos. So you do have the ability to have different paper color. You don't have to run with the red, gray, and white coloring that we have with KW. You can have black paper, blue paper. I've seen people do hot pink, whatever you want.
Oh, cool. Okay. Awesome.
Awesome. And then another thing that this gives you the opportunity to do is you do have the ability to create your own branding. And so what I mean by that is we have a flamingo team in our office. So they're called Flamingo Homes, and they are turquoise and hot pink. And so
Ooh.
they have their own flamingo logo and all of that. The only thing is, again, you have to have that Keller Williams logo in it, but you do have the ability to create your own logo. So if you do want to create your own branding, whether it's Leon, I know I said your last name completely.
That's okay.
Is it Lyons or Leon?
Lions, yeah.
Is it Lyons? Okay. Lyons Homes and Properties at Keller Williams Avenues. You can create your own lion logo, which I'm envisioning a huge giant lion on it. Right?
Oh yeah, I was like, oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
So you can create your own logo with that if you want to. At the end of the day, you can just go as Maegan Lyons at Keller Williams Avenues. It's 100% up to you.
Cool. Okay.
Awesome. We'll exit from this tab. We're going to hit the back arrow button. And then in the middle of the page, you're going to see a red button that says access my reports. We're going to click on that. So one thing that I do every month is once you do start producing and I start receiving money from you and you have transactions and things like that, I produce reports for you, one for tax purposes, two for you to just keep track of. So if you hover over those reports and then hover over associate, you're going to see all kinds of things I keep track of, like your income, how many listings you've had, how many sales sides you've had, what you've done year over year, so that one, you can make goals to have business more and more every year. I also keep track of what events you attend. So if you do attend KW events, I keep track of that because they are tax write-offs for you in the end.
Oh,
I keep track of you if you donate to KW Cares, again, another tax write-off. I keep track if you make profit share. So if you make that passive wealth income, I'll keep track of that as well for you.
okay. Cool.
Awesome. Any questions about any of these reports? I know they're going to show up blank. You do have the opportunity to click into them if you want. They're just going to all be blank for you.
Yeah, that's okay.
Awesome. We'll hit exit on this tab.
Ah, mm. Okay.
Perfect. We'll exit from this tab. That was everything I'm going to show you in this website. Again, it's not going to be a website you're in very often.
Okay.
And we'll go back to the slideshow. We're going to hit KW Connect. It's the second one. Yeah. Perfect. All right. KW Connect. I am going to have you bookmark this one just because it is something that you'll be in. It just won't be something you're in first, but it is something you'll get associated with later. KW Connect is like our YouTube channel. It's going to be our education portal for you to go see podcasts, videos, news articles, anything you could possibly imagine around real estate. We're going to have it in here for you. So if you were unable to attend a training or anything like that, or if we're just not showing a social media class that you want to see, you're going to be able to come to this website, and just like YouTube, it's going to start pushing videos towards you. So if you scroll down, it's going to have suggested videos, and it's going to have suggested podcasts and different things like that for you to kind of tap into.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah. And the reason why I don't have you jump in here is just because, like YouTube, it'll start accolading to what you're clicking on. So I don't want you to click on things that I love, because I could already tell you different things that I love going into, but I don't want you to get accoladed to things I love. I want it to get kind of familiarized with you.
Okay.
Awesome. We'll exit from this tab. Perfect. And then we're going to go to the last website. All right, agent.kw.com or Command. You're going to hear both terms when it comes to this one. Command is going to be your database. So this is where you're going to input contacts, and I'm going to show you how to start sending them emails regularly. It's going to be task reminders for you. I mean, anything you could possibly imagine. This is how it's going to organize your business. Okay. Perfect. All right. So what we're going to go over today is not very much. Everything that we're going to go over in this system today is to get you into the system. Once we get you into the system, the next orientation is going to be all about this website, and it's going to be showing you how to send automatic emails, task reminders, how to create a flyer, and anything you could possibly imagine. Okay, so I'm going to have you click your name in the top right-hand corner, and we're going to click on profile. So this profile is the first part of your homework. When you get an opportunity, I want you to come fill out this profile. And the reason why is this is how other KW agents are going to be able to find you. At some point in time, you're going to have a friend or family member raise their hand, and they're not going to want to live in Colorado anymore. They're going to want to move to Kansas or California or whatever the case may be. And what you have the opportunity to do is find an agent for them in that state. And then what you can do is collect a referral fee, because if you wouldn't have called up that agent and told them that you have this buyer for them, they would have never had that sale if it wasn't for you. So what they do is they give you a commission piece back for saying, thank you for sending me this lead, and vice versa. We're a well moved to state. And so we're going to have people constantly coming to Colorado. So if you do start creating relationships with other KW agents or other agents in general, they don't have to be KW. They're going to start referring you leads that are moving to Colorado. How KW agents can find you is this profile here. So if it's not filled out, they're not going to be able to find you.
Okay.
Okay. The biggest piece is, if you scroll down, is that service area. The service areas, how I would think of this as is, I would think of this as city. The reason why is when I typically ask somebody that is moving, like, oh, I want to move to Texas. Oh, do you know where you want to move in Texas? Oh, I want to go to Austin, Texas, right? They're very specific on the city, or they give a couple city names. And so that's how typically people are going to look up you as an agent, is what city you're servicing in. So I would put as many cities as possible. You can service anywhere in Colorado. I wouldn't suggest to put Grand Junction unless you're willing to drive for 4 hours, but I would put any city you're willing to drive to. So I would put every city in Denver, every city in Parker, right? Because that's where you live. I would put Castle Rock. I would put anywhere, again, you're willing to drive to.
Okay.
Perfect. We're going to hit your name in the top right-hand corner, and now we're going to click on settings. I love that you've already been jumping in here and doing things.
Yeah, I was trying to do it, and then I was like, I'm just gonna wait because I don't want to mess anything up.
No, this is perfect. So basically, this app connecting app connections section in the settings area. Wow, that was a tongue tire. What it does is it gives you the opportunity for the two apps to mingle with each other. So since you connect DocuSign, what it does is when you have an account with DocuSign, anybody that you talk to in DocuSign becomes a contact in your DocuSign. So if your DocuSign account's connected to Command, they'll become a contact automatically in your Command as well. So you don't have to double add them in. As well as DocuSign is a contract writing service. So earlier we talked about CTME contracts. DocuSign is another option as well. So if you want to do all your contract writing on DocuSign, that is an option. It's completely up to you.
Okay.
DocuSign, if you do your contract writing in DocuSign and have the account connected to Command, Command is the area where you're going to turn your files in to the office. And so what it'll do is it'll automatically start finding those different documents you filled out. Okay. Google Calendar. So since you connected your Google Calendar, this is what it does. It mingles with one another. So what it will do is it will give the ability to say, I'm a contact in your Command, and you send me an email. In that email, it's automatically going to provide a link to your Google Calendar. So I can click on your Google Calendar and see that you're available Friday from 1 to 2. I'm not a huge fan of this feature just because I put my doctor's appointments, and I'm very specific on my doctor's appointments, or I put weird stuff like having coffee with my husband. Yes, I do put that in my calendar. I'm a freak. So I'm not a huge fan of people seeing my calendar like that, which is why I use Calendly, where you're able to click on and have a meeting with me. But it's up to you 100%. It's whether you want people to see it or not. If you don't use your calendar, I mean, they're not going to see anything damaging on there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at that because I know like, yeah, I'll play around with that. But okay, that's good to know. I didn't
And
realize.
you can have it where in Google Calendar, you hide it where if anybody's looking on your Google Calendar, it says busy instead of whatever specific name it is. So you
Okay.
do have the ability to hide it. I was just too
Okay.
lazy to look into that.
Okay. But you can just use Calendly, like what you use and stuff like that.
Yeah, so Calendly, it does have a free option. I do have the paid for version, just because it gives you more abilities, like it sends
Mhm.
automatic text messages and stuff like that. But there is a free option for you to use where people just click on a link and schedule a time with you, and that's it. And
Okay.
it's very useful.
Okay.
Awesome. Facebook posting, Instagram posting, or Twitter posting. So with this, if you connect your Facebook account, the only Facebook account or Twitter account or Instagram account you can connect is a business account. So right now on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, what you probably have is a personal, like just a regular personal account of you. What you would have to do is create a business page on every single one of those to connect it to Command. And what that gives you the ability to do is you can connect all of them and then you can schedule out your posts. So I'm going to
Mhm.
give you just my horror story that I have. When I got into this business, I was like, oh yeah, social media, that's going to be so easy for me. I'm always on social media. I started posting on a regular basis and it became such a hassle for me because I wasn't using this post scheduling.
Mhm.
So I was posting every day and I got bored of it. And so I stopped posting and I did it for like a month and then I started posting again. And like three of my friends reached out to me and was like, I totally forgot you were in real estate and I sold with somebody else. And I thought I was going to physically die, like physically
Oh
die.
no.
So this just kind of takes some leverage off your hands, right? It gives you the ability to go in on Monday and you can schedule your post for the entire week or for the entire month
Mhm.
so that you get it out of the way. Um, yeah. So we'll
Okay.
scroll down some more. Keller Covered. Keller Covered is an insurance company that Keller Williams created. So just another option for insurance for your potential buyer for homeowners insurance or anything like that. If you do refer anybody to Keller Covered, what happens is you get an agent portal. And with that agent portal, whoever you referred over to, so say it was me and I did decide to use them in the end, they put that buyer in your agent portal and it keeps track of what that buyer's doing. They're in the processes for finding homeowners insurance. They've been finalized or whatever happens with the homeowner insurance. I've never had to deal with that so far, so I don't really know. But if you connect that account to Command, they'll keep track of it on your contact in Command too. So it'll say Elizabeth Voorhees signed up with Keller Cover. She's applying for homeowners insurance, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay. Cool.
Gmail, if you connect your Gmail to Command, what it does is it keep track of the different emails that you're sending directly through Gmail. So like the different emails that you and I have been sending back and forth with each other, or the different emails that you've been sending to Key In. It'll document all of those on your contact. One of the things you're going to hear a lot is anything that you say to any potential buyer or seller, you're going to want to document it. Document anything you're selling because you're liable for all of it.
Mhm.
Office 365, every time I do this orientation, I tell people I don't know why this is on here because a lot of people don't use Office 365 anymore. And especially if you're on an Apple product, you're not using Office 365.
Mhm.
So don't worry about that. I don't know what it does, and I don't think it's going to be very useful.
Okay.
Facebook ads or Twitter ads. So if you do create that business page on either one of these platforms, you can connect that business page to this ad manager. And what that gives you the ability to do is release ads on your business page. Yes, it does cost to create an ad,
Mhm.
but it does create leads for you that you may have never known before. And when that lead does come in, it does give you the ability where you're starting to send them automatic emails already and keep in touch with them.
Mhm. Okay.
Command email, you get 5,000 emails a month to send for free from Command to whatever contacts you have in Command. After that, it does cost. That being said, I've never seen anybody exceed this 5,000 email limit, so I wouldn't worry about it at all.
Yes.
It's a lot of emails. MailChimp is another option if you do ever exceed that 5,000 email limit, but I'm sure you won't in a very long time, so I don't want you to worry about MailChimp either. Twilio. Twilio is a third party provider that does mass or bulk text messaging. So one of the stats that I read the other day is that 13% of our emails are being opened, but 72% of our text messages are being opened. I think text message, especially in our age group, is super powerful. It's something I do every day. I prefer texting over email all day.
Yeah, me too.
And so at some point in time, you're going to have more than 15 contacts in your database, right? You're going to have 200 or 300, and you're not going to have the ability to text all of them individually. What this does, it gives you the ability to mass text all of them at once. There are different stuff that you can get on iPhone that does this as well. There's costs associated to the one on the iPhone. There's costs associated with the Twilio one right here. I don't want you to worry about a bulk text messaging system as right now. It's not going to be a big deal to you right now. But later on, when you do find it's a headache to text everybody individually, let me know. I'll let you know more about the Twilio and what options you have. I know that when me and my husband implemented it in our business, after I think a year and a half in, it was super helpful just because we could just type up one message and send it to everybody, and it was just a lot simpler.
Okay.
Awesome. Any questions about any of the applets you can connect or why you'd want to connect them?
No, I don't think so. I think I'm gonna disconnect my calendar though.
I
Just
don't blame you. I'm not a huge fan of it. I did just once I figured out what it was for, I was like, oh, I don't really like that.
yeah. Okay.
But I do like the Gmail one. So like which ones I have all of the social media platforms connected. I have my Gmail connected, and then I do have Keller Covered connected just because I have referred buyers over to Keller Covered. And that's the only reason why I have it connected is I do get to keep track of what they're doing in
Okay.
that covered situation. Awesome. So on the left-hand side, we're going to click on Connect Settings, and then we're going to click that marketing profile. This is the second part of your homework. Yay, another profile to fill out. Why I want you to fill this profile out is it's what's going to brand your emails that you're going to be sending out. It's going to brand your flyers that you're going to be sending out. So this is your branding marketing profile. Also, the next time you come in, we're going to build your website, and this is what's going to brand your website.
Okay.
Okay, so questions that I get from people is team logo. This isn't technically our Keller Williams logo. This could be your logo like the Lyons Homes and Property. You can create your own logo and put it in that team logo area. That being said, if you're like, I am not interested in creating my own logo or brand name, you can put our Keller Williams logo in
Okay.
here.
Okay.
Okay. Other questions I have is there's a bio section. Just talk about you. Why do you live in Colorado? Why did you get in nursing? Why did you try to transfer over to real estate? I would just talk about you as a person. That's all it's meant for, is for me to get to know you. You don't have to talk about your experience in real estate or anything like that. My husband talks about how he loves hiking and the Colorado Avalanche team and my son. That's it. Like that's his whole profile. So you can be very, you can talk about yourself in third person or first person, whatever you prefer. A lot of people have questions about the market center or the brokerage information. If you look at any one of my emails, my signature has all this information for you to fill out in here if you would like. Or you can text me and I can definitely give you information that you have. And then we downloaded the logos today, so you should have that brokerage logo that you can put in there.
Okay.
Okay. And then make sure you scroll to the very bottom and hit save. If you do not hit save and you exit, it will delete everything, and it's very sad.
Okay.
Any questions about this profile?
Nope. So I guess like going back to the socials with the business pages, do I have to make my Facebook and Instagram social page or business pages, or can I keep them like as a personal page and then like have them here, like it says like optional?
Yeah, you can have
Okay.
them here as personal pages, where they can go and friend you like normal. They don't have to follow you like a business page. I've seen both people, I've seen multiple agents do it both ways, where they have a business page and a personal page,
Okay.
or they just have a personal page. I think both ways work, and it's what you prefer.
Okay. Sounds good.
Awesome. All right, so we're gonna hit that red KW in the top left-hand corner, and we're gonna click on home. So the homepage, and we're almost done. I want to point that out as I know I've been talking your ear off for a
Oh,
very
you're fine. This is all very helpful, so I appreciate it.
good. Good. So the homepage, it's just different pieces of the applets that you see on the left-hand side here for a quick access for you. So for example, the tasks, don't worry about any of the tasks in there right now where they say they're due in a couple days.
Oh,
You and I will complete them during orientation together. So don't worry about any single one of them.
okay.
But you're going to be able to put tasks for yourself. Need to check up on that buyer, need to create that inspection report, whatever the case may be. And one of the apps I'm going to have you download onto your phone, you're going to get those task reminders coming up like, hey, go set up that showing, or again, whatever the task you put in. Design updates. The next time you come in for orientation, I'm going to show you the design section. This is where you can create flyers and social media posts and all that fun stuff. And every single time they have a new design update, they put it in this design updates section.
I see.
We'll scroll down some more. Goals. You and Bria are going to sit down and figure out what your goals are for the year. And you're going to input them in here. And then what that gives you the opportunity to do is track how well you are to meeting your goal. Product updates. Command was made about 5-ish years ago, and every update they've ever done, they put in this product updates area. So if you ever feel like something's running slow or a little buggy, they might be working on it, and you can always come to this product updates area and see if they are. As well as every Tuesday, they do work on command. So if you feel like Tuesdays are just running a little bit slower, that's typically the reason why is they're in here kind of fixing bugs and pieces like that.
Okay.
Okay. Database health. Oh, awesome. You've already added contacts, I see. So every time you add a contact into your database, it rates how well you know the contact. And it does it on specific things like phone number, email, address. When you have an address in there, it automatically finds the neighborhood. So it's just going to do it on different things like that, birthdays, anniversaries, pieces like that.
I don't know how
Um,
I did this. I
huh?
think I don't know how I did this.
I'll show you where you did it.
Okay, I was like, oh, I don't remember doing that.
You're good. You're good. Notepad. So you can write pretty little notes to yourself, or if you don't have a notepad and you forgot it, you can always use this as a notepad. I've done that in classes where I'm like, oh my God, I didn't bring my notepad. I'm going to just pull up command and write notes.
Okay.
Profit share. So if you do start getting individuals in your downline, it's going to keep track of who's in your downline and how much money you're making from them in your downline. Oh, so you downloaded a KW app, didn't you?
I did. And I was trying to, I don't remember where it was, like the instructions of like connecting yourself to the profile. And then I was like in the process of doing it. And then I was like, I'm gonna take a step back because I'm gonna do something wrong.
No, you did it right. I
Oh,
love that
okay.
you're fiddling with it. That's why. So that KW app, it's a consumer app. And with that consumer app, what it does is you can give that out to potential buyers and they can use it like Zillow or realtor.com. And what happens is when you give it out to people, they can connect with you as an agent like you did with yourself. And this is what's going to happen. It's going to pop up in here and say that Elizabeth Voorhees is on your KW app/site. And then what's going to happen is I'm automatically going to become a contact, and I'll show you where I'm going to become a contact. And then anything they do in that app, you're going to see what they're doing. You're going to see what houses they're hearting or what houses they're looking at. This is like that.
Okay.
Okay.
That was right to like make a profile and then connect it, like
Yeah.
find an agent and make myself one. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And now what you have the ability to do, say, do you have that app open?
Mhm. Yeah, I have it open.
Awesome. Bottom right-hand corner, click more.
Okay.
And then scroll down. There should be like a button that says share my KW app.
Let's see. More. Okay. Oh, share the KW app. Okay.
So now, wait, let
Um,
me review something first. Scroll up top. Does it say Maegan Lyons is your realtor?
yeah, it says your agent because I just when I did that a couple days ago, I did it and then I was like, I don't know if I did this right, so I deleted myself and then I just re-added me as like your agent. So this is
Yes, you did perfect.
okay.
So when you now click that share my KW app and say you text it to me or you email it to me and I click on that link, I'm automatically going to be associated with you, which is why I love having the app on my phone. They don't have to do what you did, which is search for Maegan Lyons and all that stuff. they're going to already, all they have to do is create a profile and then boom, they're going to be associated with you as an agent. And so you're going to start seeing them do things right away. And
Cool.
how you're going to get the notification is up top. Do you see your name? And right next to your name, it has a little one. I'm sorry, on the computer. Apologies.
Oh. I was like, yes, right here.
Right there, it's going to say, here, click that 3 dots and hit red, mark as red,
Okay.
and hit refresh. It should have it where it'll say like Megan downloaded the app or whatever the case may be. That's where you're going to get the notification. I don't know why it's not popping up, but that's where it will be.
Okay.
It'll say you got the notification and this is who downloaded your app.
Okay.
Okay. Where you're going to get the information of that contact is once this page loads, hit the red KW in the top left-hand corner and then hit contacts. So they're going to become a contact in here automatically, kind of like yours already did.
Okay.
And the great thing about it too is they have to sign up their email and their phone number. So if you never had their email before, you get it automatically because they signed up with that app. So you don't have to worry about, hey, can I get your email so I can start spamming you?
Okay. Oh, I see. This
Perfect.
is
You'll click on your name. Perfect. And then right there where you see timeline and it says agent added, when they start viewing houses, it'll start popping up those houses they're viewing and hearting and doing things like that.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Awesome. So this was the next section we were going to go to is contacts. So I'm actually going to have you edit your contacts. So I want you to hit that edit button right there. And we're going to just start adding things. So I want you to add your phone number. And then we'll scroll down. Tags. How tags work are kind of like hashtags on social media. You know, when you hashtag something and you click on that hashtag, it pulls up everybody's post that ever hashtag that. It works the same way in Command. So you can create tags like family. And so every time you add a family member, you put that family tag on them so that if you need to talk to those people specifically, you can pull up that tag and it's going to pull up everybody that has that family tag. And you can create all kinds of different tags. Like I am on an old man softball team. So type in softball. You don't have to make this as your tag. I'm going to just show you how. Hit create custom tag, and then you can color coordinate it, all kinds of different things. And then you would hit add, but I don't want you to add it.
Okay.
We'll hit add more information. Additional contact information. So you can add their different phone numbers. You can put their preferred method of contact. You are going to get old people that are like, don't text me. I will kill you. So you can put their preferred method of contact on there so that you aren't texting them on accident. I do want you to put your address in because I do want to show you something with the address. Perfect. And then you can click where it says Nature Walk Trail down there. Yeah, I just click on that. Perfect. And then you can click same as mailing address. If it's a different address, you can always add a different address. Social media profiles. If you do a lot on social media and people start friend requesting you, like random people, and you do get accoladed with those people, I would grab their profile so you don't forget about them. That is something I messed up on where people were contacting me and then they contacted me later and I was just like, who is this individual? We're going to hit about now. I'm going to have you add your birthday. I don't know why you would ever use a describing feature for them, but maybe they are somebody very weird and you're like, I will remember them if I say this. So that's that description piece. Home anniversary, you're going to start helping people buy and sell real estate. And if you know the exact day they move in, that's huge, right? You can reach out with a card every year where you're like, congratulations, you've been in your house for 4 years now. You can even provide it where, hey, I can get you a free CMA and let you know how much money you've made on your house. Relationships. So if you start adding contacts that are husband and wife with each other, you can add the relationship piece so that you can find the contact Elizabeth Voorhees and Chris Voorhees and connect them. And so when you click on my contact card, it's going to say spouse, Christopher Voorhees, son, Donnie Voorhees, daughter, Evie Voorhees.
Okay.
Company name. Biggest mistake I ever made is when people started knowing that I was a real estate agent and I didn't know where they worked. And nothing was more embarrassing than when they're like, hey, how's the real estate market? And I couldn't turn around and be like, how was your job? No, I was, what's your job? So I started writing down where people work, especially when I started learning people were like in roofing or mortgage, and I could start sending them leads and we could help each other out.
Mhm.
The custom field. So what I use this custom field for is not a whole lot. I typically use it to remember children's names or pets' names, especially if I figure out that pet is like their child. I do try to be like, how's Bo or how's this person? And so what this custom field is, you could say dog one, and then you could put the dog's name next to it, and then you could say like child one and put the child's names next to it because it will be overwhelming and you will not remember everybody's name.
Yes. Okay.
Perfect. Well, we're going to hit save. Awesome. So as you can see, your rating, your health score already went up from 44% to 88%. So again, just the more information you provide in the contact, the more healthy the contact's going to be. I want you to scroll down a little bit. When you add a address to a contact, it automatically finds the neighborhood you're associated with. So you're associated with Prairie Walk. In that map in the bottom right-hand corner, I want you to click on preview. What I'm going to show you next time is I'm going to show you how you can start sending them automatic emails where it gives them a breakdown of their neighborhood. So it's going to pop in here and it's going to show them that, hey, this is your neighborhood. This is the average price point. This is the price per square foot, average day on market. So they're going to get all kinds of different messages from you and material from you. And this is just one email you can start sending them. And it's just because you have their address. Hey, this is what's going on in your area, your market.
Yeah. Wow, there's a lot for sale. It's like, hey.
They're going to be all for sale for you moving forward.
Yes, I know. I was like, I need to let them know. But
And one thing that Andrea with Land Title does is she does mailers. So if you are looking to start mailing to those different addresses in your area, that is something that she does.
okay,
Okay.
cool.
Awesome. We'll exit from this tab. And then basically everything on the right-hand side is for you to keep track of for your contacts. So if you start having meetings with them, if you start sending emails, it's all going to document on this timeline here over on the right-hand side. And then I'm going to show you other things like it has that opportunities tab. That opportunities tab is your filing system. So this is how you're going to turn your files into the office. Smart plans. We're going to talk about smart plans the next time you come in. These are those automatic emails. So this is how you're going to stay in touch with them regularly. Tasks, you can task a specific contact. No, this won't send the task to the contact to complete. This is something you would complete for the contact. So you need to drop off a gift or again, whatever the case may be. Notes, I usually make those more personal things I might have learned about somebody, especially if they are a random person that I didn't know before. Like obviously your friends and family, you know things about them, but when they give you a reference to somebody new, I do like to start to remember things about them so that you could be like, oh, like this person, or you told me about this, or you're buying this house because you want an alpaca farm, like things you want to remember so that it makes it like, I care about you as a person, not the sale in general.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Saved searches, that last item on the right, this is how you can avoid getting the MLS. So one of the things that the MLS does is that somebody's going to reach out to you and they're like, I want to live in Littleton. And they're going to give you a specific zip code that they want to live in. You can do it in command where you can look up that specific zip code and start sending them available homes that are that they can start viewing in the saved search section.
Okay, cool.
Any question about the contact card or anything like that?
I don't think so. Not right now, at least. It's pretty like it's
You just,
It
it's, you
seems
add
really
a
easy. It
contacts.
seems really um like user friendly, like it's seems pretty.
Yay.
I'm
And
sure I'll have more questions when I actually have like an actual person. So
totally. And that's one thing that's a part of your homework. So the next part is I want you to add 10 contacts. I
okay.
want you to add anybody you want. It could be friends, family members, coworkers, whatever you prefer. And I would make them 10 contacts that you're willing to send things to. Like, they won't get upset when you start sending them stuff. Like I did my parents at first, and stuff like that, just because I'm going to show you how to do that the next time you come in. And we're going to just mess with the contacts. I'm going to show you how to do the save search section. I'm going to show you how
Okay.
to sending them automatic emails, stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to have you hit back to contacts. I just want to show you how you add a contact, just because this contact
Yeah.
was already kind of in here. How you'll add a contact is up in the right-hand corner, the add contact section. And then it's just like what we were doing where you add their name, their email, phone number, all that fun stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Awesome. Last but not least, the last piece of your homework is I also want you to start thinking of a website URL. So the next time you come in, we are going to create your website, and it could be anything. It could just be meganlyons.kw.com. It could be lyonspropertiesandassociates.kw.com. Whatever you prefer, it could be anything. I would
Okay.
keep it short and sweet, just because the longer you get, the harder it is for people to type up.
Yeah.
So when it's short and sweet, it's easier for people.
Okay. Cool.
I want to go over one last thing, and then I'm gonna get you out of here.
Okay.
We're gonna go back to your email, and we're gonna go back to that email I sent you that's titled KW login information. Perfect. We're gonna click on it. And one thing I want to go over is the training calendar. So I want you to scroll to the bottom, and I want you to hit that link that says KW Avenues training calendar. Perfect. Hopefully, once it loads. Awesome. Yes, I would make it mountain time. Sorry, my internet's running slow. I don't know if you did or not.
Oh no, you're good. I did. Yeah.
Perfect.
I think it's loading.
It's thinking. Who wants to work?
I know. Seriously.
So it will prompt you to add the calendar whenever this all loads. And I do want you to add the calendar. Hit not now. Add.
Oh. Okay.
So our train calendar is a Google Calendar. So it's a live calendar. So if I delete classes, add classes, it's all going to load onto your Google Calendar now. I want you to click on where it has Team Rally in the middle on Wednesday. So how I kind of lay out the classes is the name will always be up there. How it runs. So like if it's a monthly class, I always put monthly on the 4th Wednesday, or monthly on the 2nd Tuesday of every month. Or if it's weekly, I'll say weekly. Or if it's just one-time class, it won't have that monthly or weekly on it. I always put the location of where the class is going to be. If there's no location, typically it's just because it's only on Zoom.
Okay.
And I try to state that it's only on Zoom or it's only in person. Whoever the guest is on the class, that's who's the instructor. So Charles Coleman was the instructor for this class. And then I usually will have a description of the class, and I'll provide the Zoom link if you would prefer to go on Zoom.
Okay.
Okay.
And then the recordings, how do I get the recordings? Like, do you send those out too?
I do. Every Sunday, I send you the YouTube link to our YouTube channel that has
Okay.
all of our recordings, from past recordings to now recordings, whatever you're looking for.
Cool.
Okay. And then every Friday, I'll send out emails to let you know what next week's classes are, so that you can prepare ahead of time what classes you want to start attending. I know this calendar is super overwhelming. There's so much on here. So I'm going to tell you what I think you could probably start attending is Mondays. I would start attending Bria's foundational coaching at 10 a.m. I think those are great. She's going to tell you exactly what you need to be doing when. And then Coffee Talk. I love Coffee Talk every Monday. It's a mastermind with other agents that aren't just in coaching. They've been in the business for a lot of years, or they're like you where they've just started out. And you get to kind of just hear them mastermind about the industry we're in. You're going to hear about what they did over the weekend, if they're seeing showing slow down, if they're seeing the market change, anything like that.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Bria was telling me about the other like dual coaching that happens every Saturday. Oh, dual career coaching every Saturday. So I'll probably be joining those ones too.
And those ones are great too, because they go over something very specific. And I typically put up what it's going over. Like with Bria's foundational, it's going to be a surprise every time what she's doing. But with this one, I'm going to be like, oh, they're going over the under contract situation. What happens when you go under contract? Or they're going over this. So it'll be very purposeful on what you're doing on Saturdays. So that, again, you're not wasting your Saturdays, especially if you can work an open house or something like that.
Awesome. Cool.
Perfect. I do want you to bookmark this, the calendar, just so that you can always know how to find it. Not a lot of people work Google Calendar very often, so I do like to bookmark it just in case. Awesome. All right, perfect. That's everything we're going to go over. I am going to send you a recap of everything. So you will get an email from me after this with the recording of everything that we just went over, as well as I will lay out what your homework is and the websites we went over and all that fun stuff.
Okay. Awesome. I really appreciate you taking the time today. So thank you.
Absolutely. Well, we will meet again for the second part of orientation. And then you're going to start meeting with Bria regularly. You guys are going to start building things together, like your listing presentation, all that fun stuff. And then I'll make sure that you jump on Chris's calendar so that you guys can go over more stuff. But if you need anything, definitely reach out to me.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Of course, you have a great rest of your day and have a great weekend.
You too. Bye.
Bye.